I've owned this thing now about 3 months. Yes, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna set up my tripod because I think I saw a mountain goat up on a mountain up there. Yeah, I got me some plates. They're not street legal or legal, but got them from Amazon.com for $10 a piece. Let people know that I'm a old, crazy, disabled man here. Got one for the front too. Yeah. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? But anyway, I must have 150 miles on it, I guess. So far, everything has held up pretty good. The only problem I came up with is that a couple times I have thrown the chain here, and what has happened is that I catch a piece of brush or something and it flips the chain off, but it's easy to fix with your hand and get it back on there again, so that's no problem. It's just that you can't drive where you've got some grass that might be 8, 10, 12 inches tall, or maybe some small little skinny little stick will catch it and throw your chain off. But other than that, I've been pretty happy with it. Of course, it doesn't get me to where I really want to be, which is up in the mountains, but it gets me down the road and down the trail here. One of my favorite places to go this time of year is Beaver Lake, on the Beaver Lake Trail. I think when I get home and I make this little video here, if I don't find a whole bunch of other stuff to add to it, there's about a 5 or 6 minute video I took about 10 years ago of the Beaver Lake Trail hike, and I'll redo it and narrate it. It's probably one of the best hikes in Sitka to take. I mean, it's one of those must-have, must-walk trips from Herring Cove to Beaver Lake. Check to see if there's a goat up there. The Beaver Lake Trail starts at the end of the Sawmill Creek Road. Actually, you have to drive out to Herring Cove on the gravel road for a ways, and then you come to the trailhead and a pretty nice looking bridge that crosses the little creek that comes out of Beaver Lake. I took this video about 10 years ago when we had 2 ladies from Idaho come visit, and they wanted to go for a hike, so I suggested Beaver Lake. The Beaver Lake Trail is probably one of the best trails in Sitka to walk. It's a little steep and rough in places, but if you like waterfalls, I mean, it's just one waterfall after another, and it's a great place to just sit and watch and listen to the water fall down the hill here. There's multiple waterfalls. Trail is a pretty good walking trail. Of course, I could never get my trike, or it's not a mountain bike trail. Too rough for that. I couldn't even use my walker on it, probably. I may never be able to walk this trail again, I don't know. Probably not. But anyway, it's a very scenic trail. Just fun to watch all the water coming down the mountains. Here we are up here towards the lake. Once you get to Beaver Lake, you've got a couple of choices. You either return the way you came, or you can drop down the mountain and drop into the Blue Lake drainage and come out at the Blue Lake campground, Sawmill Creek campground. We just climbed up from Herring Cove and then turned around and came back. But just one waterfall after another. It's a really nice hike on a hot day. A lot of cool breezes come down through the mountains. Lots of little bridges, cute little places to go. But I highly recommend Beaver Lake Trail. It is Always was one of my favorites. Like I say, it's a little steep in places with gravel, and there's a few places where there's some pretty large rocks. When they built the trail, they did their best to, you know, put the flat rocks down, but that always doesn't happen. Like I said, it's a very scenic place if you like to listen and watch running water. Water everywhere. No end to it, seems like. I'm not sure how far the trail is. It must be about 1.5 miles up to the lake. Maybe 2 miles max. From Sawmill Creek. From Herring Cove.
You get it coming from up there.
If you're real adventurous, you could have somebody drop you off at
We'll see how well
Herring Cove, and you can come up this trail to the lake, and then from there you could maybe have somebody pick you up on the other side down on Sawmill Creek Road up Blue Lake. This definitely is it's a favorite. It's a favorite for families and kids, and like I said, there's a few real rough spots, but it's not a dangerous trail. Not a whole lot of wildlife, because it goes up through a steep draw. Goes through kind of these rock areas, kind of, you know, like a little fairyland. You go between big boulders. You see deer up there once in a while. People do occasionally run into a bear, but I don't hear about it too often. That's the trail, and it's a good one. I highly recommend it for anyone. It's a nice day to be out. Oh, there wasn't a mountain goat up there, I don't think. I'll check when I get home, but it didn't look like one. So anyway, I'll add a little bit of video footage of our hike I took about 10 years ago with two ladies who were visiting from Idaho, and we went up the Beaver Lake Trail up there. It's probably one of the nicest trails. Waterfalls and lake and all kinds of neat stuff. Yeah, if you live in Sitka and you haven't taken that trail, you're missing a lot. And if you visit Sitka, well, that's one of the places you want to go. So anyway, I'll add that to it, and I hope you enjoy all the videos I've been making here, and if you can, you know, subscribe, pass it around. So until later, I'll catch you later.